for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to put the football away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now, these two teams, the Eagles and Colts, the two best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were number 1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, they were number 2. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Again, it's Cook, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylen Granson, his first touchdown on the year. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments... A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. the sneak. It's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running off tackle with Cook. And he'll power his way up near the 25. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mayfield on first down. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown! Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Colts 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 40 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got room. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 38-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Ingram up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is... So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
first and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, we're 33.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before it could get much out of it.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Colts 28. Chase Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
One last shot for Mayfield here. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly wasn't. Yeah.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you